Good morning, everyone. We are on to the next day. So today, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna work on these lower parts you see right here. These lower parts of the skeleton. And then we'll see from there. I'm not really sure which direction we're gonna go after that. I'm gonna go ahead and measure these. I already measured them, like 28 inches and 28 inches. I am gonna use 3/4 thick plywood. I've been using that for the rest of the skeleton. And on thicker parts, we're gonna use 2x4s. But I'll show you about that. We're not gonna do that yet. That's after the 3/4 inch stuff. So, I'm sorry, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Let's get started. Hey guys, so before I screw these in, I do want to talk about something. As you can see, this is not as thick as this. So whenever I put my wall, it's not going to be as flush up here. And that's okay. That's okay. That means this bottom part of the van, here we go, will just be a little bit more in, which isn't a big deal because I won't be able to see it. So I just want to let you know about that. Also these little parts here, they're actually more in than over here. So I'm actually going to use some 2x4s to make it come out, and it actually will become flush with this. Now over here, we do have, you know, this van can't be freaking perfect. This hump, man, this freaking hump. All right, I cannot get it over. I mean, I could, but it would be a lot of space. I would have to use a 2x4, and then if I do that, I would have to extend everything, and I don't want to do that. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna leave it. We're gonna have the walls just stop right here and start again over here, and then we'll figure out how we're gonna cover it, even if we do. Same with this side. So this is a weird hump. This will not get over it. I mean, it will with the 2x4, but I don't want to do that. It's too much. It's just overkill. So we're just gonna leave it open for now. And then when we get around to the wall, we'll figure out what we want to do. So let's go ahead and get this stuff screwed in, and then we'll start on the 2x4s. I only have 2x6s, so we'll go ahead and you know, make them shorter. Maybe I'll just cut them in half and do 2x3s, because that'll be easier so I can use both sides. I'll probably do that. That sounds like a better idea. So, all right, let's go. Okay guys, I am also putting constructive adhesive under them, except for the one I just did because I forgot. But put this under them. If I forgot last time, don't forget. Okay, so I got, my battery's dying. All right, so I got these in. Let's go ahead and start these. These are a little bit thicker, so we're gonna use some 2x4s. I got some 2x8s, so we're gonna split them in the middle. It really doesn't matter how thick, as long as they're 1.5 inch. Don't know how, the width, as long as they're 1.5 inch thick. So let's go ahead and get those cut. Okay, I got my boards cut. Screw them in. It's gonna take a while because I gotta use the big screws and I hate the big screws. Ah, there's dust in my eye. These are the screws we're using. I bought another pack. They're the same thing, just a little different. So. Okay, so I got all of my skeleton installed. Got that piece, and that one was already there. Now, I am going to run to Home Depot and probably a bunch of other stores. We're gonna get a bunch of stuff for electric, and we're gonna get the wall, get some wood for this. There will be a door. I can't figure that out. There will be a door there. I'm gonna get some wood for that too. Lots of setbacks all the time. So I will see you guys soon. Hey guys, so alright, let's give you a little update of what me and my dad just did. So after figuring out these links, I did put some, you know, drilled some jig holes. I also made sure it was a nice 90-degree with a 90-degree measure. Did the same thing down here to figure out where exactly I wanted it in the entire door frame. I use this chair because I'm also gonna have a bench, and that's probably gonna be the height of this chair. So I brought this chair over, sat down. It's like, okay, well, where do I want my door? How big do I want it? I practiced getting in and out of it. So after we got those in, we also put this support beam down here, jigged it in. We got it centered, as you can see our lines. Found the center of this and the center of this, and then put the lines together. Makes it really, really strong. So when I climb over and I put my weight on here, it won't move. Like, we'll be good. And then the door. So the door frame was pretty more difficult than usual. So we figured out the lengths of these first. And then we tried to make it, you know, we made it a little bit shorter than the actual length because we needed to fit in with some space. After we did that, we got these lengths. We made sure they were, well, we got these two first. And then we used some clamps inside to keep it all, because we wanted to make sure this was 90 degrees all the way around. We don't want a parallelogram. So we had some clamps and we ended up just screwing it in on the side. So it goes all the way in here. And these are really long screws. They probably went all the way in here. So the hinges, we put them the exact height of this. Now, at first when we built this, it was too snug. So I did shave this bottom part. I shaved it because I had to make it shorter until it fit nicely. So we actually put the hinges on the inside so we don't have to see it on the outside, which works perfect because then it just fits in nicely. But we put the hinges on here first. We marked where we want the hinges, and then we took it off, and then we put the center screws in, and then we put it on here like this, and we put a clamp. We put a clamp up here and another clamp on the bottom one up here. Made sure it was nice and center where I want it. Make sure it swanged, and then we put in the center screws, and it worked well. Turned out perfect, just how we wanted it. And then we finished screwing them all in. I'm really happy about it, to be honest. Like, we actually got a door in. Like a freaking door. This is the first moving object of this entire van. Let's get out of here. I gotta go to bed. I am exhausted. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, good morning everyone. We are back. As you can see, yesterday we got our door right. Now climbing in and out of it, so there is going to be a seating area, but climbing in and out of it to this lower part is going to be a pain in the ass. So what I want to do is I kind of want to make a center console for us, just a little box, something that we can get onto and I can also use. So I'm hoping maybe me and my dad could just knock that out today. I was kind of using this. I was thinking putting 2 of these. This one's not thick enough, but 2 of them up in this inseam, and then have 2 coming this way to attach to this board here. That will kind of have a, I'll cut this out to make it fit in perfectly on both sides. And then that's as far as I've gotten. It doesn't fit, so I'm going to trim this part and this part, probably just like a blade length. Look at this beautiful fit. Beautiful, hits the ground. I'm gonna be able to nail them in on the sides and down here. It's gonna be really strong. So yay! All right guys, so I got my 2 boards, my 2 horizontal. Let's look at them. So this is what I ended up with. The board looks like this. Very, very weird. It's only because this is a slope and I wanted to fit in between here and sit on top, so I ended up with this. Finding the slope, I just kind of slowly, I did a really slow slope, and then I put it on here where I wanted it. It fits nicely in. And I got it nice and straight and snug with this board. So I wanted it to completely be straight. So I got my little balance thing. I don't know the name of it. Until my bubble was right in the middle. Well, it's not right in the middle right now, but it is now. And now it is at a slope, but it's perfectly straight. I did the same thing on this side. Got another one, it's nice and snug. My bubble right in the middle. Yes, also make sure, you know, they're the same length. These are the exact same length boards, because I need to make sure it ends. Maybe I'll make it, I could either make a board that goes from here to here, or I can make a board that goes from here to here. I think I'm gonna do the center because I don't want it to go out any further. I don't want it to be awkward and weird. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna measure that and then see if we can cut them. Okay, we got it assembled. Oh, let me show you. So what we did was we got this board. You know, this board goes all the way down in here. This is gonna be my no-no hole. Oh man, if anything gets in there, it ain't coming out. Anyway, so first board. So we got a nail in here, and then we put one here. So just 2. It kind of, I think this one. So I did that for both sides. I'm not worried about it being flush as long as it's not coming out of here, because right here we're gonna put the pretty wood when we get there. So we got these in, and then we got these horizontal ones. These went all the way up here. Kind of held them in place. My dad, he screwed in right there. And I think he put another one on the other side too. And then same for this one. Oh yeah, he did 2 right here. Then one right here, and probably another one in there. Then we went for this middle board. So this, we put this board in to put some support for the plywood. So we just put 2 screws through it right there. We also made sure it was nice and level. So while we were putting it in, we put a flat piece over it to make sure it was completely level with that. And then on this side, so here's the ends of those horizontal boards. I got this board and I jigged it, as you can see. And I just kind of made sure it was nice and flush right here, and drilled it in while my dad held it. I also put a board here to prevent movement. And then we add the plywood on top. I did sand this, so because this is the bottom of my box. It's nice and pretty and smooth. 7. Oh yeah, we put 7 screws in, my bad. Just 1 at each corner, 1 in the middle on the sides. And then we also want to attach it to that floating board under here. And that's it. That's as far as we got in. To continue the box, so what we're thinking is putting a plywood here on both sides, attach it to this all the way up, stop it right here of course, and then with these 2x2s we're gonna put them vertically up and make them the corners. We're pretty much just gonna make a 2x2 frame right here to make it nice and clean and pretty and sturdy. Oh man, yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and measure the plywood pieces and the 2x2s, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, let's see what we've got so far. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a 2x2 here all the way around, pretty much just make a frame, just to make this very strong. Then I don't know what to do after that. So let's go ahead and do those 2x2s here. I'll probably have to make some because I don't have much. But we can make some. And by 2x2s, I mean these. We'll probably, so I want to put a latch. I'll probably put a surface here. And then my latch will be a little to the side because I have this armchair. And when I open it, I don't need it to be caught by that. It'll just be a little latch that'll open up a little bit. And seems pretty simple to me. I'm also going to sand them. I do need to sand them like I did on the bottom to make it nice and smooth. Ooh, I like it nice and smooth. We'll do that. Let me do the 2x2s and then we'll sand them and then we'll look into staining. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning! It's Sunday. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's get these stained boards and let's go ahead and install them. Got these, so here's my buffer, just so I can get it out past my, there we go, my seatbelt thing. Same on this side, I got a buffer. Now the front, on the other side, I got it as flush as possible on that side, because I am going to put a piece of plywood there. Should be good. So I got my box. in here, right? We'll platform, and then we'll also put a piece of plywood on the front to give it a clean finish. I think I'll put one on the inside as well. The plywood back here, this is where my hinges will attach to. I'll have to go get some. The pull-up part will be a little different. It'll be a little on the side because of this armchair. Okay, so I sort of fucked up, but I might be able to fix it. So this, I do want it hanging off of here just a little bit so I can grab it. Right now I have it right at the edge, and I'm gonna be putting a piece of plywood over this, so it's gonna go out. But for now, I'm gonna try to get the plywood on here, on there first. So let's go ahead and get that. Okay, so let's see. I got this piece, nice and flushed here. Now this one I did remake. Of course it's too big, so I'm just kind of fitting it in and seeing where I need to cut it in so it can go around this piece. Same for the other side. So it fits perfectly. I'm just kind of going back and forth doing adjustments. You know, regular constructive stuff, doing 20 cuts on one board per board. It's fun. I like it. Here. I cannot believe I built this all by myself. I built this. All right, well, I think this will be the end of today. All right, well, I'll see you guys